what we're doing is looking for outdated information and material, and we provide a viable solution. So, for example, we did find a website that said we had no voice. That's horrible. We do have voice. So that's one of the things that we kind of work on is looking for things people may have either erroneous or outdated information, maybe some research, data analysis, network and liaisoning with residents outside of IO, trying to promote IO always outside externally. Dealing with real life media and press. We have a public relations team that would kind of manage feedback from clients regarding either sometimes we have surveys or polls or direct customer feedback, or like I had a focus group for the website trying to look for ways to improve that for end user. We always are interested in what you think and what's going to make it work better for you. The public relations and customer service team kind of is a liaison between the marketing department and the business owners of IO, networking within here. Then we have a social media team, people who may post on the social media sites, report or update. Maybe they help release newses and announcements. They also network and liaison quite a bit outside of IO. There's been times where we've helped with resident assistance. I know the mentors do a great job here, but if we can help anybody with assistance with signing up or anything like that, we do that as well. We also make presentations to potential future residents of IL, trying to let them know what the grid's about. We do have Esme Darkstone, who I don't think she's logged in here today. She's kind of the team's manager, helps kind of assign different things and focus with that. Staff members, we have Tom T-Bone, who heads our Pay It Forward program. Shop the Blocks heads the Shop the Blocks program, and Sydney Frenzy is a support staff. But we do also have a variety of marketing associates who they're not on a specific team, but they kind of help us with posting advertisements, news, or announcements outside of IO on behalf of IO. Normally we only have one or two of those a month, and it's usually only one, but we're always looking for people who might be willing to, whether you have a Facebook or a blog or a personal website, something of that nature, to kind of help post it, news about IO or advertisements for it. If you're interested, hit me up, let me know. We'll add you to the group so that you get the adverts to share as well. There are a couple of different topics I wanted to touch on real quick. And that's about being proactive in marketing yourself and the events. We'll kind of cover both of those. We want to make sure that those of you who are business owners, club owners, any sort of business whatsoever, that you're proactive also in marketing yourself. I mean, we have a Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. Announce yourself, announce your events. Of course, making enrolled groups is always handy. Make use of our free classifieds. A lot of people search classifieds for things and they don't cost anything. So try to do that. List yourself on the IO directory. That's where that's part of the information portal that you get through to the main site where you originally signed up. There's a link to click to get to that site to list yourself on the directory to let people know you're here. If you sell things, maybe posting them on Marketplace to let people know about that. We also have our merchant ad forms. People can now place an ad on our splash page for $10, or you can place a banner on our marketplace, and that lasts for 30 days. If somebody wanted to do bundled, you could do both ads, and you do have a little bit of a savings there. It's only $12 for 30 days. So that kind of gets the word out about you a little bit. We just don't want to see people relying on group notices alone, because there are so many times that people aren't in that group. Or even if you're posting it in 4 or 5 groups, you see a lot of the same people in the same groups and you're not getting it out to the masses. So think of as many methods as you can, and that'll help deliver the best results for you when you're here. I've also been in World long time now, and I see a lot of people having events. I see it come through group notices. Show up to this club for this event. Have that event. Someone's having a grand opening. Someone's having a hunt. Someone's having some kind of other event going on. However, I'm not saying it. When you post to the events through our website, it shows up in World under search on events. But more importantly, it also shows up on our splash page, and that could be really important for new people coming in, as well as existing people who are already here. Not every single viewer shows that splash page. Most do, though. And of the ones that do, we have that menu where they can click it and see what the events are, and they can log directly into there. Or at least it kind of helps get the word out of your event. No one wants to host an event and nobody shows up. So again, the more locations or places you can get the word out that you're having those sorts of things, it's free. It just takes a little bit of time and effort to list it, but make sure to list it on the event so we're seeing it both in World and on that splash page, and it's getting out. And like Sugar said, yeah, it does depend on the viewer. Not all viewers do show it. The majority of them do. The good thing is by listing at events, you're definitely showing it in World, so that's helpful. But again, just always try to list as many places, a variety as you can. Don't rely on just the group announcements. I'm a fan of group announcements. That's fine, but don't limit yourself to that. So um, that's pretty much all from the marketing department. But again, we're always looking for people to help and assist. And if anybody wants to volunteer, let me know. We have a lot of different capacities. You can work as much or as little as you want. There's different perks depending on what you're doing here with the marketing department. And I'll turn that over to Sub now.